Can you wear your glasses? Do you need your glasses? Do you need your spectacles? Oh, no. I hope not.
Actually, it was John
Thank you, sir. A little tougher. That's lovely. Thank you so much. What?
Are you ready? It is Yom Kippur Eve, and a hush settles in our hearts. Tonight, for many of us, we begin a fast. May the soul of the universe sustain us and be with us as we prepare to abstain from food and drink, that we may dedicate ourselves to the spiritual tasks of this day. For those who must eat or drink during this day of atonement, we ask Rofei Kol Basar, the healer of all living creatures, that your eating be as a fast. May it be dedicated to you, O God, to teshuvah, to the renewal and restoration of your relationship to God, to others, and to yourself. We're going to listen now to the haunting strains of the Kol Nidre, and we are delighted in so many ways to have the Marksteins with us again this year. We're very blessed. And we're delighted to see that there are so many people that have joined us on YouTube and here in our sanctuary. Igor Markstein will be accompanied by Manfred Dreilich. I invite you to meditate on pages 4 through 8 in your Machzorim as the music fills your soul. We are grateful that Igor and his wife Joan are with us this year to help us crack open our hearts with the melodies of our people. We're on page 9. And on behalf of all of those who are remembering loved ones, I will light a memorial candle, a Ner Nishma, for all of you. And for those who are at home, if you have your yurtzeit candle ready, you can light along with me as we say the blessing together. Baruch atah Adonai, notea b'tochenu chayei olam. You are blessed, Eternal One, who places within us everlasting light. At this time, I'd like to now invite Joy Invintash and Bobby Rodriguez to come forward and bring the light of the new year into our hearts and our sanctuary and our homes. Sing whatever you're
do the one that you said.
Baruch Adonai.
The human spirit is the lamp of God, searching out what lies within us.
Guided by the flame of conscience, on this sacred night we search for truth.
Shine your light upon us as we strive to serve you. May we find safety in your faithful love.
We light the flame of healing and forgiveness. On this atonement night, we give thanks for love.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahan l'ner shel yom hakippurim. Source of blessing, eternal our God, you fill the universe with majestic might, teaching us holiness through sacred obligation, giving us the mitzvah of bringing light on Yom Kippur. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'ehiyanu v'kimanu v'hiyanu l'zman hazeh. Source of blessing, eternal our God, you fill the universe with majestic might, giving us life, upholding the life within us, and bringing us to this time.
Thank you, ladies. Page 15. Kol Nidre, a chant that begins in a whisper and rises to a cry. On this night of promises remembered, each soul in solitude communes with the soul of the universe. God, from this day of atonement to the next, may we reach it in peace. All Israel makes these vows, to turn from wrong, dishonesty, and greed, to walk in the path of justice and right. Yet we know our weaknesses, how prone we are to fail. Help us to keep our word. Help us to act with humility and integrity. We seek pardon and forgiveness. We seek your radiance and light. Please rise.
ולב שמחה.
ולישרי לב שמחה.
אוי זרוע לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה.
ולישרי לב שמחה.
אוי זרוע לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה.
ולישרי לב שמחה.
אוי זרוע לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה.
ולישרי לב שמחה.
אוי זרוע לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה.
ולישרי לב שמחה.
אוי זרוע לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה.
ולישרי לב שמחה.
אוי זרוע לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה.
ולישרי לב שמחה. With one voice, assembled sages past and present declare, all may pray as one on this night of repentance. Let none be excluded from our community of prayer. With one voice, God and congregation proclaim, all may pray as one on this day of return. Let all find a place in this sacred assembly.
בשיבה של מעלה ובשיבה של מטה על דעת המקום ועל דעת הקהל אנו מתירים להתפלל עם העבריינים. Kol Nidre Vesarei Vacharamei Vikonamei Vichinuyei Vekinusei Ushevut Din Yehon Sharan. Shvikin shevitin betelim umvutalin lo sheririn velo kayamin Nirvana lo nidre vesarana lo esare
Let our speech be pure, our promises sincere. Let our spoken words, every vow and every oath, be honest and well-intentioned. Let our words cause no pain, bring no harm, and never lead to shame, distrust, or fear. And if, after honest effort, we are unable to fulfill a promise, a vow, or an oath, may we be released from its obligation and forgiven for our failure. Let our speech be pure and our promises sincere. Page 20. All shall be forgiven, the entire community of Israel and the stranger who lives in its midst, for all have gone astray in error. Moses prayed to God, as you have been faithful to this people ever since Egypt, please forgive their failings now in keeping with your boundless love. And God responded, I forgive as you have asked.
Vayomer Adonai, salakti kidvarecha. Vayomer Adonai, salakti kidvarecha. Vayomer Adonai, salakti kidvarecha. Salakti kidvarecha.
We continue on page 22 with our call to prayer.
Marehu et Adonai hamivorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. You can close the ark now. The curtain first. Right here.
Oh, it's over in the side pocket. I got it.
You got it? Okay.
I can find it. Follow the cookie crumb,
It's okay.
except on Yom Kippur.
Please be seated.
We continue on page 25.
I'll go back into the audience.
Day and night are yours, creative spirit of the universe, the muted colors of twilight, the radiance of dawn. Yours are the spreading wings of light, the deepening shadows of darkness, and ever-changing drama. In the human heart, too, the struggle between darkness and light unfolds. From sunlit heights of generosity, the human heart sinks to the gloomy depths of selfishness. Although we fall, you give us the strength to rise again. You call on those who hurt through word or deed to break free from wrongdoing and return to you. All who hear your call to goodness are embraced. All who reject emptiness and evil find acceptance from you. We come into your presence this night of Kol Nidre, aware that our shortcomings and weaknesses are many, yet encouraged by your promise of forgiveness. We choose freely the path of repentance, restoring wholeness to our lives and holiness to the world. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, Adonai, creator of twilight and dusk. Page 26. Love beyond all space and time. Your love enfolds your people, Yisrael. We receive it in your teaching, your gift of Torah, sacred obligations, discipline, and law. So let us speak these teachings when we lie down and rise up, and find joy forever in your Torah and mitzvot. They are the very essence of our life, ours to ponder and study all our days. May we never lose or be unworthy of your love. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. For you are blessed, the one who loves your people Israel. We continue on page 28.
You are my witnesses, says Adonai. God is the first, God is the last. There is no God but Adonai. Testify for me, says Adonai. In your love for me, teach your children, embracing Torah now and forever. We accept God's sovereignty and reverence, treating others with love, studying Torah. May this be our will as we witness.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
We invite Brian and Shane Winston to the podium to lead us in God's love and how we can show our love for God on page 30, Ve'ahavta.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha be'kol levavecha uve'kol nafshecha uve'kol me'odecha ve'chayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavcha hayom al levavecha ve'shinantan levanecha ve'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'lechtecha b'derek u'shachtecha u'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha vechayu latotavot bein einecha utatam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha.
32.
Le'aman tizkaru vasitem et kol mitzvotai v'ditem kedoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti ethem me'eretz Mitzrayim leot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
Emet. Emet. Shana Tova.
a good way to do it. We continue on page 39, responsively. Emet, the emunah, truth and faithfulness in the night. Our sages taught, it is proper to mention the exodus from Egypt in our morning prayers and also at night. We celebrate the going out from Egypt in the morning light, full of confidence and vigor as we enter the new day. But in the evening, weary from the day's exertions, cast down and fearful at the coming of the night, what can the Exodus teach us then? Our nighttime prayer brings hope and trust in the future, as God did not abandon our people long ago through the long, dark night of exile, so the Holy One will be with us in time to come, to stand by the one you love. That is the true essence of faithfulness, the meaning of emunah. So it is written in the Psalms, to proclaim your kindness in the morning and your faithfulness in the nights. Sing with joy in the mornings of your life, when light surrounds you and the world seems beautiful and good, and in the evenings of your life, when you dwell in sorrow and the world seems dark, do not despair. Page 40. Witnesses to this heroic might, the people thanked and praised God by name, freely accepting the rain of heaven. Then Moses and Miriam and all Israel sang to you this song of utter joy.
Continue with our nighttime prayer of safety and peace and shelter, page 42.
Adonai
on page 45. For on this day atonement shall be made for you, to purify you from all your wrongs, and pure you shall be in the presence of Adonai.
כי ביום הזה יכפר עליהם, לטהר אתכם מכל חטאותיכם לפני אדוני.
We pray an abbreviated tefillah tonight. You'll find it on page 46, moving then directly to page 48 with Zochreinu. Have mercy upon me, O God, as befits your faithfulness. In keeping with your abundant compassion, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly of my iniquity and purify me of my sin. For I recognize my transgressions and am ever conscious of my sin. Please rise.
Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Sfatai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufi Agid. Ufi Agid Tehilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Sfatai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufi Agid. Ufi Agid Tehilatecha. Zochreinu, Zochreinu, Zochreinu lechaim. Melech, Melech, hafetz b'chaim. V'chorreinu, v'chorreinu, b'sefer החיים. למענך, למענך, אלוהים חיים. יאללה ביי ביי ביי, יאללה ביי ביי ביי, יאללה יאללה ביי ביי, יאללה ביי ביי ביי, יאללה ביי ביי ביי, יאללה ביי יאללה ביי ביי ביי. Zochreinu, Zochreinu, Zochreinu lechaim. Melech, Melech, hafetz b'chaim. Melech hozeh u'moshiach u'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah. Amen.
Page 53. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. You are holy, your name is holy. Seekers of holiness praise you day by day. Selah. Please be seated. We turn now to page 58 as we honor God, the God of holiness.
קדוש אתה ונורא שמך, ואין אלוה מבלעדיך, ככתוב, ויגד אדוני צבאות במשפט, והאל הקדוש נקדש בצדקה. ברוך אתה אדוני המלך, המלך, המלך הקדוש.
You are holy. Your name is awe. There is nothing divine beyond you. As the prophet Isaiah taught, the source of all might is exalted through justice, the God of holiness made holy through righteousness. Blessed are you, Adonai, holy sovereign. Page 60. You choose us with love to be messengers of mitzvot, and through us you have made your aspirations known. Among all the many peoples, you gave us a pathway to holiness. Among all the great nations, you uplifted us and made yourself our sovereign, and so we seek you and serve you and celebrate our nearness to your presence. Your great and sacred name has become our calling. Page 62. V'atiten lanu Adonai Eloheinu be'ahava. In your love, eternal our God, you have given us this Yom Kippur, a day on which our wrongs are forgiven with love, a day of sacred assembly, a day to be mindful of our people's going out from Egypt. Our God and God of the generations before us, may a memory of us ascend and come before you. May it be heard and seen by you, winning your favor and reaching your awareness. Together with the memory of our ancestors, the memory of your sacred city, Jerusalem, and the memory of your people, the family of Israel, may we be remembered for safety, well-being, and favor, for love and compassion, for life and for peace on this day of atonement.
Zochreinu Adonai Eloheinu bo l'tova. This day remember us for well-being. Amen. Ufodenu bo livracha. This day bless us with your nearness. Amen. V'hoshienu bo l'chaim. This day help us to live. Amen.
We continue now praying silently to ourselves through page 78. Through page 78. continue now on page 82 with Vidui, our confession. Our God and God of all generations, may our prayers reach your presence. And when we turn to you, do not be indifferent. Adonai, we are arrogant and stubborn, claiming to be blameless and free of sin. In truth, we have stumbled and strayed. We have done wrong. Please rise, page 86. For our long confession. It's right inside here. For these sins, our God, we ask forgiveness. Al chet shechatanu lifanecha, bezadon uvishkaga, ve'al chet shechatanu lifanecha, b'dibur peh.
The ways we have wronged you deliberately and by mistake, and harm we have caused in your world through the words of our mouths.
Al chet shechatanu lifanecha, b'imutz halev, ve'al chet shechatanu lifanecha, b'tifsushut peh.
The ways we have wronged you by hardening our hearts, and harm we have caused in your world through careless speech.
Al chet shechatanu lifanecha, b'chachash uv'chazav, ve'al chet shechatanu lifanecha, b'chilut
the ways we have wronged you through lies and deceit, and harm we have caused in your world through gossip and rumor.
על חטא שחטאנו לפניך, בפלוליות, ועל חטא שחטאנו לפניך, בזלזול הורים ומורים.
The ways we have wronged you by judging others unfairly, and harm we have caused in your world through disrespect to parents and teachers.
על חטא שחטאנו לפניך, בווידוי פה, ועל חטא שחטאנו לפניך, בהונאת רעה.
The ways we have wronged you through insincere apologies, and harm we have caused in your world by mistreating a friend or neighbor.
על חטא שחטאנו לפניך, בחוזק יד, ועל חטא שחטאנו לפניך, במעש ובמתן. The ways we have wronged you through violence and abuse, and harm we have caused in your world through dishonesty in business. This is where we are, 87. שחטאנו לפניך, בגלוי ובסתר, ועל חטא שחטאנו לפניך, בפריקת אור.
The ways we have wronged you openly and secretly, and harm we have caused in your world by losing self-control.
על חטא שחטאנו לפניך, בגילוי עריות, ועל חטא שחטאנו לפניך, במאכל ובמשתה.
The ways we have wronged you through sexual immorality, and harm we have caused in your world through consumption of food and drink.
על חטא שחטאנו לפניך, ביצר הרע, ועל חטא שחטאנו לפניך, בנחשך ובמרבית.
The ways we have wronged you by giving in to our hostile impulses, and harm we have caused in your world through greed and exploitation.
על חטא שחטאנו לפניך, בלצון, ועל חטא שחטאנו לפניך, בנטיית גרון.
The ways we have wronged you through cynicism and scorn, and harm we have caused in your world through arrogant behavior.
על חטא שחטאנו לפניך, בשנאת חינם ועל חטא שחטאנו לפניך בתרומת שפתיים.
The ways we have wronged you by hating without cause, and harm we have caused in your world through offensive speech.
על חטא שחטאנו לפניך בלשון הרע ועל חטא שחטאנו לפניך בצרות העין.
The ways we have wronged you with a slanderous tongue, and harm we have caused in your world through a selfish or petty spirit.
For all these failures of judgment and will, God of forgiveness, forgive us, pardon us, lead us to atonement. We remain standing and turn to page 113 for Avinu Malkeinu. Avinu Malkeinu, a prayer of protest. Avinu Malkeinu, hear our voice. Some of us have cancer. Some have lost strength of body. Some have lost memory and speech. Some of us are in pain. Some can't find work. Some of us bear the marks of human cruelty inside where the scars don't show. Some live with depression. Some battle addiction. Many feel alone. Some have known shattered marriages, trust betrayed, hopes destroyed. Some of us have lost the ones we love far too soon. And some have lost a child. All of us have seen suffering in our midst. All of us know the ravages of war for which there are no words. Avinu Malkeinu, why? Avinu Malkeinu, are you there? Do you care? Avinu Malkeinu, hear our pain, hear our anger, hear our grief. Avinu Malkeinu, here is our prayer. Give us the strength to go on. Give us reasons to get up each day. Give us purpose and persistence. Help us to fend off fear and to hold on to hope. Help us to be kind. Don't make us bow or grovel for your favor. Give us dignity and give us courage. Avinu Malkeinu, show us the way to a year of goodness. Renew our belief that the world can be better. Restore our faith in life. Restore our faith in you.
Avinu Malkeinu, Shema Koleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chatanu lefanecha. Avinu Malkeinu, Chamal aleinu, ve'alol aleinu, v'tapeinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Kol Nidre.
Avinu Malkeinu, Holiness, Avinu, Ki ein banu mashim. Asher imanu, Asher imanu, Asher imanu shedaka v'acher shebe'oshienu. Asher imanu shedaka v'acher shebe'oshienu. Avinu Malkeinu, Holiness, Avinu Malkeinu, Holiness, Ki ein banu mashim.
Please be seated. Thank you, ladies. Shana Tova. Shana Tova. Your breaths. Ana b'koach gedulat yaminacha tahatir tzurura ay 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 ay. Source of mercy with loving strength, untie our tangles. Ay 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 ay. Have you ever been tangled up? Have you ever tangled up something that was almost too hard to untangle? I think of my necklaces. Yeah, I hear some of the ladies laughing. I'm going to push this down, but I think it pops back up. It's okay. Okay, so I think of my necklaces. I have them hanging on a big hook in my bathroom. Every time I need the one on the bottom, it's a struggle. They're so tangled. So here is what I do. I first try to extricate it from the bunch while they are all still on the hook. That usually doesn't work. So I have to take the whole tangled mess off the hook and spread them out on my bed. Then I slowly start to separate the different parts. I pick at it. Sometimes in frustration, I hit it. Like Alexander the Great untying the Gordian knot by slashing it in half with his sword. But if I did that, I would destroy what is beautiful and intricate within this tangle of jewelry. So I go back to picking. Finally, I take the smooth parts on either end of the tangle and gently try to loosen it. This usually works. And slowly but surely, the tangle loosens up, and then I can pull through the individual parts that created the knot, and it is whole and smooth again. Tangles. We have all tangles within us. We go down into ourselves with a flashlight on this holy eve, looking for our tangles we have intended or done. Not to cut them out as an alien growth, but rather to untie them and find the holy spark within them to make them smooth again. To begin this process, we don't reject them, but admit that they were the things that we meant to do. That's hard. This is the only way we can truly raise them up out of the tangles and redeem them. We lose our temper because we want things to be better right away. We gaze with lustful eyes because we have forgotten how to love the ones we want to love. We hoard material possessions because we imagine that they will help us live more fully. We turn a deaf ear, for we fear the pain of listening would kill us. We don't take the leap for the fear of drowning. We even tolerate a society that is filled with injustices because we don't think that we can make any difference. At the bottom of the tangles was once something holy. And during the times of light and holiness, our collective tangles creep out from the bottom of the pile and beg us to free them. Redeem them so they can be worn with the beauty they were meant to show to the world. Rabbi Lawrence Kushner taught that the conclusion of true teshuvah, returning to our source in heaven, is not self-rejection or remorse, but the healing that comes from telling ourselves the truth about our real intentions, and finally, self-acceptance. This does not mean that we are now proud of who we were or what we did, but it does mean that we have taken what we did back into ourselves, acknowledged it as part of ourselves. We have found its original motive, realized how it became so tangled, maybe even beyond recognition. We made real apologies, done our best to repair the injury, but we no longer try to reject who we have been and therefore who we are, for even that crazy tangle is an expression of the Holy One of Being. There is a beautiful Japanese philosophy, and I know my friend Mark will appreciate this, that speaks of just what Rabbi Kushner is sharing about our imperfections. It is called wabi-sabi, an embracing of the flawed or imperfect. When an object is broken, a technique known as kintsugi can be applied to repair it. Kintsugi means golden repair or golden journey. A special golden powder is made into a paste that repairs the cracks by highlighting them. It highlights the event in the life of an object rather than allowing its service to end at the time that it breaks. Christy Bartlett, author of the book Flickwork, The Aesthetics of Mended Japanese Ceramics, well, she explains it very beautifully. She says, not only is there no attempt to hide the damage, but the repair is literally illuminated. A kind of physical expression of the spirit mushin. Mushin is often literally translated as no mind, but carries connotations of fully existing within the moment, of non-attachment, of equanimity amid changing conditions. The vicissitudes of existence over time, to which all humans are susceptible, could not be clearer than in the breaks, the knocks, and the shattering to which ceramic ware too is subject. This poignancy or aesthetic of existence has been known in Japan as mono no aware, a compassionate sensitivity, or perhaps identification with things outside of oneself. So I think of it as the sadness of all things, even inanimate objects. And perhaps that would be the height of empathy, to feel sorry for an inanimate object that is broken. Sometimes when I step on an ant, I think, oh, what did I just do? It takes your empathy. So imagine a broken object that we can raise up again to make it whole, even with its imperfections. So I say to you all, lavish gold in your cracks, your tears, your broken parts of yourself. I have a scar here, a very bad scar on my chest that I am not afraid to show. I had a port put in when I had cancer years ago, and when the port came out, there was a problem, and it caused a terrible scar. But that's part of my survival and how I survived, and all of you have that too within you. A few moments ago, we all chanted together the Ashamnu. That's our confessional prayer. And it's traditional to hit your chest as we name each of our faults. And I saw many of you doing that tonight. Yet this doesn't have to be a self-flagellation. It can be a knocking at the door of our hearts rather than banging on our chests. Some people get very violent with it. But what if you just sort of knocked? Hello? Hi in there, heart. We can open our hearts to vulnerability. We are more able and willing to confront our misdeeds and work to grow when a loved one gently urges us to do so. We can open up to God's knocking at our hearts. It's a teaching from the great Rabbi Akiva that a rock, hard as it is, can be worn down by water. So, if the knocking doesn't work, perhaps tears will. Tangles of necklaces, patient forgiveness for getting in this mess. Slowly and carefully, separate the problems till you can see the core tangle, and then elevate it so it can shine like gold. Source of mercy, with loving strength, untie our tangles. Hi, li, li, li. This is the prayer Ana B'Koach. It is a prayer of healing, and one we can take into our souls on this Yom Kippur evening. It is a Hebrew prayer for protection, and ancient and very mysterious in origin. This is the prayer to hold to our hearts as we contemplate our lives and our actions on this most holy of nights. Will we be able to accept all parts of ourselves tonight? Will the Holy One hear our regrets? Can the Holy One release us from being prisoners of habit? Will you accept our prayers and help us to become aware of the secret of our own name? Ana B'Koach, we beseech you, untie our tangles. Source of mercy, with loving strength, untie our tangles. Ay, 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 ay. Your chanting folk, raise high, make pure, accept our soul. Gracious source of holy power, do guide your folk. Ay, 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 ay. Receive our prayer, do hear our cry, whose secrets know. Ay, 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 ay. That beautiful cello solo was written by one of our congregants, Steve Atlas. And I hope you're watching, Steve, on YouTube. I don't see you here in our congregation tonight, but we have so much talent and beauty in our congregation. And we have wonderful talent and beauty with our president, Mike Slotkin. So Mike, please come and share with us your thoughts and announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi. I'm not sure about the talent or beauty, but I do try hard. So, good yontif to everybody and good evening. It's good to see you here tonight. It's important that we are here together in the building. I know we have a lot of people streaming, but we do need to get back and be with each other here. One of the cool things about monitoring the stream as the service goes on, because occasionally we have to manage some technical difficulties, is you get to see all the nice things that people are saying. And just to let you know, that doesn't happen by accident. We have a lot of people we really have to thank here. And not the least is Rabbi and Jenny, just absolutely beautiful service. Everybody's saying the same thing as last week. Wonderful, wonderful service. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Manfred and the Marksteins, your music definitely adds so much to the service as well. We appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Monica, thank you for helping, assisting in the page turning and whatever Manfred needs. It's yeoman's work tonight, because I don't think anybody realizes how warm these lights are right here when you're sitting up here, but it's like that. Linda and Mark, our ritual team, thank you very much. Holly and Lori on the vocals, assisting tonight, thank you very much. Larry Feinberg manning the soundboard and the streaming camera, everybody's favorite soundboard person now. Larry R., thank you for getting the memorial plaques up to date and certain plaques placed so that family members can be together. Terry, Jacob, and Jeff, thank you with event planning and checking in. And all our readers and honorees, I hope I don't miss anybody here. I thought I wrote everyone down. Ben, Brian, Carol, Monty, Joy, Bobby, Brian and Shane, Lori, Nancy, Gary, and Joanne. Thank you very much. And of course, Rabbi likes for me to do the PBS announcement, and thanks to congregants like you as well. All right, so the service schedule for tomorrow morning, Yom Kippur morning service will begin at 10 a.m. We'll have an afternoon family service beginning at 2 p.m., healing service at 3:30 p.m., Yisker at 4:30, and Nila service at 5:30 p.m., and I think for breakfast, we're simply handing, where's Joy at? Here, I gotta get my glasses on. Joy, we're just handing out breakfast bags for people as they leave.
Little things for you to take home and to take the edge off your appetite.
Okay, and so that's what we're gonna do. Let's not forget Friday night. It's been so many weeks, and we had Rabbi Tanter up here, but this is the return for, I think, the first time in a month. Our legendary ritual leader, Linda Botok Murphy, will be leading services on Friday night. And next Friday, the Friday after, we're going to have our family Shabbat service, the Kukkah at the Sukkah. Rabbi Hickman will be leading this, and I think our start time will be 6 o'clock for that service. So lots of good stuff. If we do that service outside, we may be doing a Zoom stream. I'm not sure about that, but it won't be a YouTube stream for that. So with that, have a good evening. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
You know, I just want to give a shout out to all my colleagues all over the country. We have a Facebook group, and we complain, we share, I mean, you should just see some of the things that go on in that Facebook group. But everybody has survived, and we've all come to this moment, and I can't wait to hear from all my friends around the country how things went for them with their congregations. So many plans were changed at the last minute all over the country. And we're very grateful that we're able to be here tonight and to also have all of our wonderful friends on YouTube. So, hi, we love you. All right, we're going to continue now with our concluding prayers on page 116, the Aleinu. Please rise.
Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
It's hidden. I'm sorry. Back in here, right here. There we go. Okay. Please be seated. Thank you so much. Shana Tova. Shana Tova. Thank you, Shana Tova. Page 123.
Those who sow in tears will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy. Hazarim Medima Merina Yitzoru Hazarim Medina Merina Yitzoru.
Our thoughts turn to loved ones whom death has taken from us in recent days during the period of Shiloshim, beloved Troy Fredheim, and those who died at this season in years past. In blessed memory, Edith Brandt, Audrey Bush, Alan Eichenbaum, Saul Frey, Charles Gross, Harold E. Gould, Rosalie Lovett, Harry A. Miles, Oscar Owens, Anne Choni Rashkin, Lillian Rossinger, Mildred Marion Solash, Jack Steinberg, Annalisa Stokler, Elsa Stokler, Morris Tannenbaum. If there are other names of loved ones you're remembering tonight for your site, please share them with us. Cheryl Lambert, Norma Tapper. Are there? Yes? Good. Yes. Hugh. Are there others that from YouTube that have?
We have to wait about 20 seconds.
Okay. Yes. Okay. And we recognize all those who are with us virtually, who have loved ones that they're remembering tonight for Yortzeit. Zikronam livracha. May their memories be a blessing in this new year and always. Let us join together in our Mourner's Kaddish on 122. Please rise if you are comfortable.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash me Rabba, be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye techol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehe shemei Rabba mevarach le'alam ulalmei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha barichu. Le'ela ul'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehe shalama Rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen.
May the source of peace bestow peace on all who mourn, and may we all be a source of comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say,
Amen.
I'd like to invite Lori and Holly up to join us. There they are already in place. Page 127 as we join together in our beautiful Return Again. Eternal God of all generations, may your presence in our lives this new year renew our spirits and renew our strength. May it be a good year. May it be a sweet year. Shana tova tikatevu v'techatemu. May you be inscribed and sealed for a good life. Amen.
Yes, we can take the marks down. Marks are down.
I lost you.
Probably.
So we were eating Chinese in the parking lot. But we all made it, and it was gorgeous and lovely message. Yes, and all happy
Oh, yeah. Sure. Oh, it was my pleasure. I want to take you in my arms and I can't, so I'm doing it sort of spiritually or something. And your daughter, it's such a special voice. This gentleman wants to talk to you.